This is the chicken that I bought yesterday. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna take all the string off. We're gonna spread it out, and then we're gonna open up this cavity here as much as you can. There's all this sort of excess skin in here. So this is gonna mean that the air is gonna flow in really easily. So it's gonna cook in half the time as usual, because the heat's gonna transfer much more quickly. I'm gonna give it another little hit of salt before it goes on. And then just into a normal roasting tray. You don't need any oil, anything. You don't need anything with this. Straight into the oven. It's going to cook at 120 degrees for about an hour and 50 minutes. But here's the question, how do you know that your oven's at 120 degrees? I mean, this little dial here says 120 degrees, but it's just a dial. There's no temperature. For about £3 or whatever, you can buy a little oven thermometer, stick it in your oven, and you've got an ideal temperature reading. So here, if we look at it, actually, the oven temperature is 100 degrees, but my oven temperature is at 120. So I'm just going to boost it up by 20 degrees. So I've got this at 140, but this is actually cooking at 120 degrees. I think it's worth it, because every single thing you cook, any temperature reading you get in any packet or recipe book or whatever, will give you a specific temperature. If your oven's wrong, then everything's wrong. And the higher temperature you cook, the more mistakes you're going to make, which is why a lot of people overcook things or undercook them. Anyway, that's sort of my top tip for today. So this chicken's just going to go straight in, and you're going to leave it there for 1 hour and 15 minutes, and then we're going to pull it out. Okay, so we've got our chicken in here. It's been in about for an hour and 15 minutes, 120 degrees. It won't have any colour in it, but it will be perfectly cooked inside. And because you haven't cooked at high temperature, all the juices haven't been forced out, and it hasn't got any overcooked pieces. You know, the juices are flowing, they're nice and clear. There's no sort of pink in there. This is a perfectly cooked chicken. So we're going to let this cool down for 20 minutes to about half an hour. We want it cool down so that when we blast it in the hot oven, it's not going to overcook and it's not going to force the juices out again. So this temperature is going to go up to as high as your oven will go. Just whack it right up to max. Okay, so this has been cooling down for about 30 minutes. As you can see from this is the tray that it's been cooking on. So a lot of people say that you always lose weight when you cook a chicken and you always lose moisture. Well, I mean, that's as much moisture that we've lost to a fully cooked chicken. So this is intensely more juicy. You just need to cook it like this. And then we're going to put it back in here. We're going to put this on the bottom shelf and this just above it. So we got up, the heat is just going to penetrate as much as possible. You're not trying to cook anything, so as soon as it's brown, as soon as it's a nice color, you take it out. You take it out here, you can see the skin's gone really nice and crispy. It's a nice little light brown color. It's a perfectly cooked roast chicken. This is my slutty chicken recipe. It's quick, it's pretty fail safe. It's just a great little recipe.